everyone, we got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage and for these teams, tonight's game will count not only towards their regular season records, but also as their second game of NBA Cup group play.
A higher level of attention. All these games nationally televised, so how will players perform with the light shining brightest?
Now Golden State's starting five. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Porzingis, and it's Horford in at the center position. The three from Porzingis, and it's Fox with the rebound. Here's MP, and MP throws it down hard.
Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Curry, following the basket by MP. Porzingis with a screen on Vassell. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, no good by Golden State. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
That was their fourth straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
Drills the three-pointer.
And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. The coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Porzingis against MP. Porzingis with a screen on Castle. And stolen by Castle. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
The Warriors have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. Pass to Podziemski. Porzingis kicks to Butler. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
That one goes in. MP's got 16.
They are on fire, just in a great groove here early on.
Butler deciding where to go with it. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And that one's good. MP.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Well, this run has given them a bit of separation, but few leads in this league are safe.
Now here's Curry. Just could not put it together in that loss to San Antonio. Back to Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we've got our 2K Insider. Shams Charania on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs. On and off the court, they pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
Yep, a wonderful organization. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And the rejection by MP. And MP throws it down.
Despite his youth, MP is showing grown man strength.
Warriors trail by 20. Pass to Butler. Outside, Porzingis. Golden State moving the ball around. MP against Horford. Curry passes to Horford. 4 on the clock. Here's Melton. And the Warriors miss again. Spurs leading by 20. And here's MP for three. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Outside Butler. And the Warriors miss again.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
And the basket by MP.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Vassell against Butler. Pass to Curry to stop the run. Hits it from three-point range.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. And if you're checked in for San Antonio, Stephon Castle comes in for Harper. Golden State also making some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Peyton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for DeAnthony Melton. Pajemski with it. No scoring in this one. Zingis high post. Outside Butler. From outside the arc. Rebound San Antonio. The question for them right now: can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Yeah, it's been impressive. And the question now is, who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win in every imaginable way.
Setting the floor for the Warriors, we've got Brandon Pajemski. Butler out there for Porzingis. Then there's Moody. And it's Spencer in at the point.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work. And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Moody with it. MP's there. And the slam by Moody.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back to you.
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Pass to MP. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Pass to Spencer. And here is Moody. Off target from three-point range.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that's how you execute in the open floor. Great job by MP to get to his spot.
Moody, the bounce pass. 30 seconds left here in the second. Spencer's shot is off.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And stolen by MP. They're running for the finish, and the dunk by MP.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And so it's San Antonio way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny.
At home, this team is pretty stout. Looking at this upcoming stretch, they're probably licking their chops.
Well, we're talking pork chops.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Spurs.
They've done a...
Thank you for being with us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Wembanyama's out there with MP, and it's Fox in at point. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the
Good, he hits again.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now third in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You know, G.A., you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out.
His play this season has moved him past Kobe. Yes, Kobe being Bryant for most 50-point games in a season. I can still remember that incredible 2007 year for Kobe, and that has been bested.
You just love the pressure MP puts on defenses. He is poised beyond his years.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And another one!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Out to Porzingis, launches it. No good on the shot.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Porzingis with the ball, now defended by MP. Horford from outside.
Great defense from MP. Those young legs helping him get that block.
Shot clock at 6. Outside, Porzingis.
Since halftime, he has just been in a funk offensively.
That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the benefit to MP being able to make that shot is it often leaves the defense at his mercy.
Here's Curry with the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. San Antonio with the ball. They've scored 10 straight. And here's another bucket. Wow!
He has tied the mark for second most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable. Horford sets a screen for Butler. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Spurs have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Warriors shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Porzingis against MP. Left side Curry fires the three. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And allowing this to go no further. He stops a 15-0 run by the Spurs.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
Porzingis with a screen on Fox. Pass to Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
Here's Curry. He's got 6. They double-team Curry. Timeout called the Warriors. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Here's Spencer. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Spurs have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Pass to Moody. And he can't stop the run as he misses. MP has been leading the charge for San Antonio. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
I just love the way he plays. He does a great job of making everyone around him better.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, DeAnthony Melton out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Butler. And it's Spencer in at the point guard position. At the top of the key, Moody. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
And that one's good. MP.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Golden State moving the ball around. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got 4 rebounds in this game. And MP with the basket on the assist by Johnson.
That's just a great possession. MP scoring in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Moody the pass to Spencer. Shoots over Harper. Spencer's shot is off.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And Jimmy throwing it down. Wow, that was tough.
The 3 from MP. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Melton. 17-foot shot on the way. Connects, the jumper drops. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice job using Butler off the ball, getting him a shot in rhythm.
Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Basket, good.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And here's MP for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
Gotta contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Spencer, the pass to Butler. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. And it's Golden State with another. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph.
Yet another bucket.
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. Pass to Spencer. Harper comes with the double team. Beyond the arc. Spencer's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Good on the three-point shot.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Fades and shoots. MP, no good. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the drive and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. And another one falls. Amazing.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring. Now, here's Moody. And so it's San Antonio, easily taking this one. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
As